The people ask for the juice, and I deliver. This actually is not from the juice box, but if you would like to recommend videos, you can go to the Discord server and drop the videos in the Discord server, specifically in the juice box channel. I don't know why I decided to show that just now, but join the Discord. I don't need a reason to show my Discord. Shut up. This is called Emotional Abuse from Women, How I Finally Healed for Good, from Oliver Cowlishaw. Got it. So I've never seen this guy before now. Well, I added him to my Politics Reacts playlist. But what I mean is I've not watched him before now. This is a first. So let's go over the channel description. This channel's for men who want to live on their own terms, live life on their own terms. If you're done people-pleasing, playing small, and letting fear win, you're in the right place. We're going to switch up the accent. Here's what we focus on becoming. Sorry, the accent fucked me up. Here we focus on becoming confident, assertive, self-led men who attract passionate, fulfilling relationships. Not through tricks or tactics, but by leveling up who we... Like solo leveling! Oh! You'll learn how to build real confidence, stop people-pleasing, set boundaries without guilt, communicate powerfully, attract amazing women, create thriving relationships, live a life you're proud of. This is a space for men who want to grow, step up, and lead themselves. If you're ready to become a man you respect when you look in the mirror, you're home. Honestly, Dubsy, please put some what is it called? The like you know, like the is it ukulele music or guitar music or something that plays over like an ad? I can't remember the specific ad that I'm trying to think of. Oh, I can't remember. Oh, it's bothering me. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, put it in chat or in the comments. Emotional abuse from women, how I finally healed for good.
If you keep finding...
So this guy's been emotionally tormented by women. I can't imagine why. But he's finally good now.
Finding yourself being in relationships with women who mock you, who belittle you, who disrespect you, who don't honor your boundaries, your time, who might make fun of you in front of company or whatever. Don't worry, I've seen it all. Then you might start to wonder, is this just the way dating is nowadays? Am I just going to be in this kind of dynamic forever? Is it even possible for me to find an amazing...
I kind of like the beard here. You know what I mean? That's kind of crazy, where it's just like, it's brown. Oh my God, we're getting a little orange there. You know? Just a wee bit, look at the orange there, laddie.
Be in a relationship with, is this even possible for me? Well, mate, I'm here to tell you that recovery is possible.
Just a wee bit, laddie.
And I'm saying this from my own life, because I used to experience relationships with women that were chaotic and emotionally abusive, but I recovered.
That sucks. I'm sorry.
In this video, I want to give you 4 of the steps that I used to recover, to go through to the other side, where now my relationships are easy, fun, no drama, no chaos, and mutually respectful. And the first step is important because without it, nothing changes. But let me tell you, my recovery journey began when I found...
Is it weird to anybody else when they're like, now when I go out and date women, it's always awesome? Okay, but like if it's always awesome, why are you not still with that woman? I assume he's monogamous, right? Or like he's appealing to a monogamous crowd. Like if every experience you have with women plural is awesome, it shouldn't be women plural. It should just be the one that you found to like date and settle down with. Like if it's awesome, then what happened? What are you talking about? I mean, if you're just going out and like sleeping around, that's fine, that's your life, but I'm making sense. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. That's all I'm saying.
Myself in a relationship with an emotionally abusive woman. Gaslighting, mocking me, disrespecting me, all the things I listed at the start of the video. It was all of it was in the dynamic. And the worst part about it was I was doing everything...
I'm dating 5 women and it's fine. Well, you don't gotta show off.
...in my power to make her happy, meet her needs, to please her, never upset her, never rock the boat, as I was always taught growing up. From
walking on eggshells. I'm walking on eggshells.
A man should never upset a woman under any circumstances. So I internalized
What?
that.
Who taught you that?
The problem was, it wasn't working.
Who taught him that?
Parents and teachers at school and stuff. A man should never upset a woman under any circumstances.
I mean, not like on purpose. Like you're not supposed. Like, I think that you heard the wrong message. I see what went wrong. Okay, we've pinned down what went wrong and where. Okay, it's in his formative years he was taught, you know, you should probably like just not be mean to women. And what he heard was, a man should never upset a woman ever for any reason at all. Oh, no, 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 no. You must always, like, I'm sorry that happened to you, man, but your trauma is like, okay, you know what? We're going to let him keep going.
So I
I'm not going to comment on the trauma.
The problem was,
clearly he has trauma.
Working. The harder I tried to please her, the worse and the more angry she seemed, and cold and distant she seemed.
We'll see where this goes.
Eventually, though, this escalated.
Just for the record, I don't dislike this guy yet. Like, I'm getting the vibe that I will, and that's why I started on that path, but I don't dislike him yet. We'll see what happens.
Spending time, private time, one-on-one with other men, without consulting me about it in advance.
Ooh.
Now, I tolerated this because, again, the whole happy wife, happy life mentality. So I tolerated it.
So wait, in like a sexual context, or just like friends? Spending time, private time.
With other men, without consulting me about...
So wait, this is unclear. I thought that he was... See, my brain went straight to she was cheating. Which she could have been, I don't know. But he's not making it clear. Like, did she just have dude friends? Like, he says private time is in, like he was getting cucked. Which is not cool if, like, you're not into that. I don't know, we'll see.
Advance. Now, I tolerated this because, again, the whole happy...
Wait, without consulting me? Okay, so then I assume that she's just spending time with dude friends then. Because otherwise, like... Why would she consult you about cheating on you, right? Or like, unless you wanted an open relationship.
Me about it in advance. Now, I tolerated this.
She didn't consult me. She didn't get my consent to being a cuck.
Yes, because again, the whole happy wife, happy life mentality. So I tolerated it, thinking that I can't say anything about it because it's going to upset her, and maybe it is my trust issues and stuff like that. So I put up with it.
I'm getting the vibe. It's coming.
I noticed the respect from her drain.
Here it is.
The attraction drained as well. We stopped being intimate. We grew apart, and eventually she left me for one of these men who I supposed...
We grew apart. It kind of was a back and forward thing. And then she left me, but we're just going to move right past that, right?
Didn't have to worry
She
about.
left me.
The pain of that breakup presented me with two choices. Do I get angry at women and get resentful and bitter, thus guaranteeing that I will literally
use them to my advantage
as long as I live? Or do I look at myself and ask an even deeper question than anything that women are up to? Why did I tolerate such bad behavior for so long?
Yes, that's so cool. That is so awesome because it sounds like a self-reflection and it's not even slightly. He's like, what did she do wrong? And why did I put up with it? How can I change? It's not you that's changing, dog. There's no way. I don't believe you. No, I no, this guy's full of shit.
I chose
no.
the latter. And early on in my recovery journey, I read an amazing book that blew my mind. It's a book called No More Mr. Nice Guy by Robert Glover.
Sounds spicy.
And in the book, I learned something. Yes, her behavior was abusive, it was toxic, it was wrong. But even deeper than that, I, through the way I was showing up, was actually a lot more part of the dynamic than I wanted to admit at the time.
Okay.
I was a nice guy. Now, I want to define what that means for a second, because there's a lot of confusion about it. A nice guy, as defined in the book, is not just a kind man. It's not just a man who's kind. A nice guy is a man who unknowingly, unconsciously uses his niceness as a strategy to make other people like him and avoid other people disliking him. So he wants to try and be liked by everybody. He's like a people pleaser.
Okay, yeah, that was just what I was going to say. People pleaser.
The problem with this...
I should not... Like, I'm only on my second beer.
Though, it is an inauthentic, dishonest manipulation strategy that it's not his fault. He learned to do it when he was younger to cope with the emotional chaos of his parents or teachers at school or being bullied or something. There's loads of reasons for it. But it guarantees unhealthy relationships, always. And here's the thing. A nice guy is usually very empathic, very sensitive, very caring. But he also has no boundaries.
See, I don't think we agree on the definition of a nice guy. It's not the way that I use nice guy. Maybe it's just a difference of definition. But my nice guy, like my schema for it, I guess, is like a guy that is strictly being nice to women so that they can get laid. Like, that's the only reason to be nice to women is so that you can get some. Like, that's what I think about nice guys. maybe we're just operating on different definitions, and that's fine if we are, but, you know.
No assertiveness, and he absolutely is terrified of conflict. And it's these qualities that make a nice guy a prime target for emotionally abusive women. And I just described myself at the time.
Yeah,
Me.
I chose to self-reflect and look to see how I can dominate women in an even worse way. I did a review of my behavior and found no wrongdoing, so actually it's all the women's fault.
It described me to the letter. Now, you might not identify with being a nice guy.
I think you misinterpreted some things
I did initially. But what I want to invite you to do for this step is to become aware of the problem. I want you to start asking yourself how you are showing up. Are you assertive? Do you step into conflict? Are you passive in your relationships?
Here's the thing. If you find like the one, she will see your people-pleasing behavior and she will point it out. I promise. She will help you. Okay? You should strive to work on it yourself. But if you find the one, she will help you through that. Like, you don't have to put on this show of being something that you're not. Okay? That's the advice that I have for you. If you're a people pleaser, that's okay. It is a difficult thing to be a people pleaser. You have this instinct that if you don't help people when they ask for it, something bad is going to happen and you have anxiety about it. And it sucks. It sucks ass. I've been there. Okay? I've definitely been there. But like, so what my point is if you find the right person like I did, they will see that and they will help you. Okay? And if they don't help you, if they take advantage of your people pleasing, leave them. Like, you don't have to put on this front of being like assertive or like somebody that you're not. You should be more assertive. That's true. But at the same time, like, I just feel like people are going to misconstrue this advice as like, never be nice. You don't be nice to women, you know, like no more Mr. Nice Guy, right? If she's not doing exactly what I want, then I'm going to put my foot down and lay down the law. Like, that's silly. That's stupid. And you don't have to, like, that's stressful too. That's a lot of effort. Just be yourself.
You sort of let things slide. Do you take an active role?
You're fine how you are. Be yourself.
Do you change your personality to fit the other person? When it comes to your communicating your needs, are you clear about it and direct? Or are you kind of like, do you just hope the other person meets your needs without you having to ask for them? Do you do things that you don't want to do just to make her happy? All of these things are sabotaging your relationships, and they're all part of the whole nice guy syndrome.
I agree with all those.
But now that I became aware of my nice guy syndrome, I was then primed to step into step 2, which is healing the root cause of it. And it was around this time that I had a very powerful experience that shocked me, honestly. I got home from the grocery store, and I realized I had forgotten a few things off the
Y'all ever seen God? I thought I did last year. It was crazy.
list.
And now, I was not tripping.
It was in that moment that I slowed down and noticed this voice in my head suddenly start brutally attacking me for it. For fuck's sake, how could you forget things? It's written on a list. Are you a child? What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh,
in that moment, I was like, holy shit, what is going on?
I believe
That's crazy. And then it dawned on me, and then I realized.
Have I been too mean to this guy? Is this actually going to be like legitimate advice? Because we're halfway through the video, and so far, like, he's been kind of weird about it. But so far, like, I agree with most of what he's saying. That's just PTSD. I don't know. We'll see where it goes.
That was a big
I'm still
clue
undecided
to why I put up with bad behavior for so long. I put up with bad behavior from her for so long because it matched the self-hating internal narrative running in my own mind. We accept the love we think we deserve. So healing the root cause of this problem, which is essentially
I don't know. It still sounds like he's blaming her. You know what I mean? It still sounds like he's blaming her. Maybe I'm the victim blamer here, but like, I don't know, brother. I don't know.
At the root. What we have to do is to change the internal narrative in our heads. We need to start treating ourselves
leaning
with
negative.
Kindness. We need to absolutely, categorically refuse to disrespect, to start treating ourselves with kindness.
Okay.
We need to absolutely, categorically refuse to disrespect ourselves.
Okay.
If we consistently disrespect ourselves in our own heads, we will tolerate disrespect from other people. And that's when our relationships with women will turn abusive, we'll attract emotional abuse.
I think another thing is just like it's very straight guy coded, but maybe that's the point. Maybe I'm being too harsh on a guy who's just trying to reach young men. Is that possible? But then like, why give this message? Like, I don't know. Like oh my God. I don't know.
Women will attract the wrong women, will put up with bad behavior, etc.
I don't think he adequately described how she acted to know if she was a problem or not. I think, yeah, that's a good point. He never gave any specific examples. He was very lofty about it. He's like, well, she was mean sometimes. Okay. Like, so it sounds like she was like maybe bullying him a little bit. You know, like if that voice in his head was anything to go by, I think that's the most evidence we have so far, right? Definitely straight coded. I don't know.
So
we'll
what we can do is we can start setting boundaries with that critic internally. When you start noticing your inner critic start making loads of noise when you've made a mistake or whatever, I want you to refuse to indulge it. I want you to literally say to yourself, no, you don't get to speak to me like that anymore. I want you to externalize the critic and speak to it as if it is literally a person outside of you. And I want you to get into the practice of writing little letters to yourself in the morning, in your journal. If you're not keeping a journal, keep a journal, please. In the morning, in the evening, just write a couple of sentences towards yourself.
I'm allowed to stutter though. I do this. I do this shit live.
Offering you kindness, support, and encouragement. All the things that we want from other people, give them to yourself.
I don't disagree with the journaling.
Training your self-worth. And here's the thing.
I don't disagree with anything yet. That's the problem.
The more your standards for what you expect in your relationships and you demand from your relationships with women, the more your standards increase at the same time. But the truth is, those standards are no good without step 3. Now, a couple of years after that breakup, I had an experience that showed me just how far I had come in my journey. I was on a date with a woman. We were laughing, having banter. The night was going really well. But then suddenly, she went a bit too far. She called me a fucking prick in front of everybody.
Wait, I thought that they said that all of his experiences were good, that he was having a good time with women.
Led to this awkward silence. It was very unusual. And what I usually would have done in that situation, nice guy Ollie would...
So wait, what did he do though? Do you notice that? There's a very important piece missing here, sir. What did you do to trigger her calling you a prick? I guarantee you it was not just out of nowhere. There is no way. There's no way. I don't believe you. No, this has sus written all over it. I don't like it, sir. It smells stinky. No. What did you do? What did you do? Come on, be honest. You're a big boy. Spit it out. Come on.
Apologized. And I said, oh, sorry, did I upset you, etc. I would have tried to make nice. I would have tried to make her like me again. But in that moment, I was like, absolutely not.
He called her a fucking bitch.
I realized that she'd gone too far. So instead, I just slowed down, took a breath, popped my drink on the table. I let the silence hang, and I just said, listen, I know we were joking just now, but what you just said went too far for me. And she started to argue back and be like, oh, what? And I was just like, listen, I want to make something very clear to you. If you speak to me like that again, this night is over. And I meant it. I let the silence hang. I was scared that she was going to go crazy at me and get angry. But I sat with my anxiety. I breathed. I self-soothed.
No.
And she actually...
No, you said some shit that went too far. See, you lost me. You lost me. No, this is on you, brother. Maybe this is legitimate. I don't know. Okay, but I'm leaning no. And I'm pretty confident about it because you left shit out. Okay? This is a lesson to all of you. Make sure that you are detailed enough in your recounting of a story so that people actually trust your recounting of it. Okay? This is not on me if this ends up being like a legitimate frustration. But it just, I've never been on a date where a woman just randomly yelled at, and called me a prick. That's never happened. And I guarantee you, he did something to fuck up. He fucked up.
Softened.
I guarantee you.
She softened, she relaxed, and she apologized for her behavior. And that brought us closer together. So I learned an important lesson.
So what? So wait, what happened?
Emotional abuse only exists.
Are you still with her? Are you married with 5 kids? Like, what happened?
Exists to the level that a man is willing to tolerate it. But you don't have to be in a relationship.
I don't like this.
To practice this. I want you to start practicing assertiveness in your life. It's a great training ground for it.
Oh no.
I want you to become aware of all the things that you say yes to when you mean no. And I want you to start saying no. I want you to start writing down all the things that, all your standards, all your boundaries that you want in your...
This isn't bad advice on its face. That's the problem that I'm having. This isn't bad advice on its face. I fear, though, the type of audience that he is pulling in, they're going to take this and run rampant with it. You know what I mean? Like, learn when to say no. Okay, to what? Like doing the dishes sometimes? Like to no to what? Where's the line? I know that sounds uncharitable, but again, both recountings of his story were kind of sus, especially the second one. There's no way she just randomly called him a prick. I don't believe
your
it.
life from other people. And I want you to
That's
get
where you
used
lost
to
me.
saying, when someone crosses a boundary, instead of going silent and passive, I want you to just say something simple. I want you to just say, I didn't like that. I didn't like it when
Nobody
you did that.
likes
Because
that.
if you don't respect yourself enough to speak up and stick up for yourself, how can you expect any woman to respect you? But the truth is, mate, there's something deeper that will self-sabotage you if you don't address it.
Okay.
And that brings me to step 4. So in my recovery journey, I hired a mentor,
Recovery journey.
an old guy in his 60s by the name of Owen.
Hired a wait, for what? Why didn't you get therapy? You hired a mentor? How about you hire a therapist? They're like trained with a degree and shit to help you through these things. What do you mean a 60-year-old mentor, and you're how old? No, I don't like that. Nope.
Now I thought, because I wanted him to help me with my relationships with women, I thought that we would talk about that in our first session. But
no way.
He asked me a question that was very different to what I expected. He said, Oliver, where are you going in your life? Now, initially, this disappointed me, honestly, because I thought we were going to talk about women. But I agreed to work with him, and after a few sessions, he helped me realize something.
Is he just changing the word to not say therapy? Don't do that. Don't put that thought in my head. You're making me more confused. He should have just said a therapist.
He said,
everyone knows what a therapist is.
Oliver, where are you going in your life? Now, initially, this disappointed me, honestly, because I thought we were going to talk about women. But I agreed to work with him, and after a few sessions, he helped me realize something. He helped me realize.
See? He specifically said, like, okay, sometimes you can do this with a psychologist or whatever, or a psychiatrist. Psychiatrists usually just do the drug thing. But like, he wants to talk specifically about women, and he hired a mentor to talk about women with, like a woman mentor. I don't trust this, not for 1 second. And he was stupid to trust that person, frankly.
Deeper than anything else, deeper than any woman, any conversation, any dynamic, any dating situation, underlying all of it was something way worse that was messing with everything. It was that I didn't have any direction in life at all. And I had unknowingly elevated women, put them on a pedestal, and I had made women my mission. I'd made women my purpose. I had made female validation the most important thing in my life, and I didn't even realize it. And the thing is, by making female validation the most important thing, it means that I then tolerated terrible behavior because I was terrified of losing it. Because that was my only lifeline, right? I was like on a ship at sea. Actually, I was more like on a canoe or a rubber dinghy.
It's okay. It's not bad advice on its face, but it stinks, right? Like, of course you should not prioritize sex, whether you're into men, women, or other, okay? Like, you should not prioritize sex, obviously, unless you're a sex worker, but that's different. But yes, you should strive for greater things. That's true as well. But like, to what end is this video being made? You couldn't even go into specifics about why you, like, what your ex did wrong, right? Like, specifically, or what was said by you or done by you to get you called a prick. There's missing pieces here, man. I don't buy this. This stinks.
With a hole in it at sea.
Yeah, men will go pay an old dud just to avoid therapy. It's called daddy issues.
Floating around, don't know where I'm going, and I'm looking for a woman to come and save me. That's how I actually felt at the time. So the real shift started happening when I was like...
I think another thing is there's no actual analysis on why he felt that way. Have you ever thought about that, man? Like, what caused you to come to that conclusion? I guess he did say a little bit. He was told by like his teachers and his parents never upset a woman or whatever. But like, think about that. What does that say about your society, about the society you grew up in? Like, I don't buy that, like, that's just how you internalized it. And you internalized that from messaging such as, well, a man's greatest purpose is to his wife, right? Or to his woman. Or, you know, like, women and children, we have to save the women and children, right? Or, like, we have to hold the door open for women, specifically, if you're a man, right? Like, all these, like, little things that built up and built up and built up, which are very sexist, by the way, both to men and to women. And men, oh yeah, and another great one, men have to pay for the first date, or for any date. Any that you go on, the man has to pay. The man has to be the provider. Like, all these things that you internalized and didn't even realize it, you have not reflected on. And if you have, why aren't you talking about it here? Why not talk about the entire the systemic problem with manhood in this country, at least in the United States and certainly in other places, but I live in the US, so I'm going to say US. Okay? Like, think about that for like 2 seconds. I don't buy this. This stinks. Not that the video stinks, just that like something about this is fishy.
Holy shit.
What other videos does he have?
What kind of life do I really want to build? Like, independent of women. If women didn't exist for a year, for 2 years, for 3 years, what kind of life would I build? And that's what led me to this YouTube channel. Really getting serious about this, really helping men. Generating an online income, traveling the world, firing my boss. All these things, I made them happen. And as I did that, I stopped being so needy towards women. So I had the courage and the confidence to set boundaries. And I gained something that you will gain if you do the same thing. The willingness to walk away when you are not respected. That's one thing.
Yeah, see? No. It's not about walking away when you're not respected, okay? It's about walking away when the situation is not working out. It's not working out. Walk away, okay? Regardless, if you're not being respected, if shit's going south, like, you know, like whatever, it could be that you're not being respected. That's certainly possible. But the way that you phrased that is super sus. I'm taking a look at another video after this, and you can't stop me.
And I've worked with that tolerate.
Don't worry, Dubsy. I'm ending after this video. We're gonna do 2 separate segments.
This kind of behavior.
I gotta see what he's pushing.
So I really want you to take your pen and your journal out, and I want you to get serious. I want you to write down, what would your life look like in 5 years if it was your best life? Even 1 year. Just write it down and do it for you, not for women. But the cherry on top is that when you build a life that truly inspires you, you attract women who respect you. They respect you and they admire you. Mate, if you're done with...
Yeah, but why not say who love you? You know? Who will love you for who you are. In here, gamer, if you're a Roblox player, she's into Roblox, or she's fine with you being into Roblox, that's fine. Even though Roblox sucks as a corporation, but you know, some people are into it. I don't care. You know, like, or whatever you're into, or whatever you like to do, or your passions, or what your future holds, like, all of that is considered by this person, whoever it is, and they love you for it. That's what you should be looking for. Like, what is this garbage? Oh, well, she should respect you. She should look up to you and admire. Like, if that's what you want, that's fine. But that's not the bottom line here, and that doesn't cover what everybody wants. Okay? Some people love being disrespected. Trust me, they're in the chat. But I digress. I guess my point is, like, I don't like the way that this is phrased. It's... I guarantee... I'm in your head. You certainly are, Dubsy. I guarantee you that I'm going to take another look at another video, and it's going to be even worse.
Chaotic, toxic, unfulfilling relationships with women in your life, and you're genuinely ready in a position in your life to do the work on resolving this so that you can finally attract an amazing woman into your life and build a relationship that lasts. The steps in this video are just a part of the work I do with men, and I only take on 2 clients a month. So if you're interested in working with me and you are ready, then please click the link in the pinned comment down.
Okay, no. Yeah, I think another such thing is he was like, I took a deep look at myself and really reflected on it, which is great. But then he says, and I asked myself, well, why did I put up with that behavior from her? Why did I have to put up with that? Like, no. I don't trust you. Clients, yeah, he's doing what the old man taught him to do. I guarantee you that 60-year-old taught him how to do this. And like... now he's just doing it. I guarantee you. He's now that old man. Like, the cycle continues. It's a beautiful cycle. Anyway, we're taking a look at another video, and I'm getting to the bottom of this. Hi, thanks so much for watching and making it to the end of the video. I just wanted to let you all know that I love and appreciate everybody in my community, whether you can support me financially or just by liking, commenting, and sharing my videos. It helps way more than you know. That being said, I do want to give a very special thanks to my tier 4 subs, which would be Space Timid and Hot Take Andy. And thanks so much to my monetary subscribers from any of the tiered subs, or anybody who gives me money in any form, including going to my Patreon shop, donating money to me directly. It all helps way more than you know. If you do decide to help me financially, you can get some really cool perks like early access to content, exclusive access to censored videos, also some really cool badges next to your name. Even if you can't afford a monetary subscription, just watching, sharing, and commenting on my content helps way more than you know. Thanks again, and I will see you all in the next video.